Hi everyone, welcome back. So today's video is going to be about how to make rubber silicone inlays for our resin project. So I've got my J Diction table here. So it's a like a leveling table. So you've got feet underneath that you can adjust so that you make sure that that level in the middle there, the dot, is exactly in the center, which means everything will be nice and level. I have all these moulds here, which I purchased from Amazon. I got the table from Amazon as well, and the black silicone mat. Everything will be in my Amazon storefront shop, which there is a link down in the description if you want to find these things and buy them yourself. They are based in the UK, so I haven't really got around to sorting anything out for any other countries, so I do apologise. So here we have some nice silicone rubber moulds, and I'm going to be using some silicone rubber and mix it up and pop it into these moulds. So these moulds can be used for your resin projects as well. And today we're going to just be making some new inlays for our resin projects. I really like these moulds. They're quite good quality, and they're quite they're priced really well. So yeah, have a look, check it out and see what you think. I don't know how well they are going to turn out, mine. So yeah, so this is the silicone rubber I'm using. It's a 1:1 ratio, so it's easy to mix, by Lamino. That is also in the Amazon storefront shop. So you've got part A and you've also got part B. And you can't mix them up because one's got a colour to it, so not like resin. Sometimes I've gone and mixed the wrong resins. I've mixed A with A, and you know, well, we won't go there. So this is a silicone release spray, and I'm going to spray these first before I put anything in them. I'm hoping that this will help release them from the mould, so as not to leave them all messy. Yeah. So we're going to mix up some resin, not resin. We're going to mix up some rubber silicone. Always wear gloves, and I have got my respirator on, okay, which is a quite a good face mask. This will protect me from any fumes if there are any. Although this stuff is not meant to be toxic. That's what it says on the reviews anyway. So yeah, so part A and part B, equal measurements, depending on how much you're going to, how much you want to do, depends on how much you want to mix up. I'm guessing at the moment, because like I said, this is the first time I've used this silicone rubber and the first time I've made rubber silicone inlays. So in this project, we're going to be making the inlays. In another video, I will be using the inlays in a resin project. So I hope you'll follow along and catch up with the next video that comes out, which will be shortly after this one, maybe a few days. So always mix your silicone really well. This is speeded up, so I've mixed it slowly as to not get any air bubbles in. Now this silicone, it states to put it in the refrigerator. Once you put it in the moulds, you put it in the refrigerator for 2 hours. Now, I did not do that. I don't even know if I like the idea of putting it in my fridge, to be honest with you. It's supposed to disperse the air bubbles, but actually I didn't get any air bubbles. You can see a few there, but once the, they are all set, I don't recall seeing any, but we will have a look once these are all finished and they've set. It takes 6 hours for it to cure, but I left it overnight and I demolded, the next day. So I have poured some in and I'm pushing it down with this rubber silicone stick thing I've got here, also from Amazon. And I'm popping in the stuff into the mould, trying to disperse any air that's trapped underneath by pushing it down into the mould. Gently, of course, because we don't want to squish it everywhere. Yeah, so I found this project quite nice, actually. I really enjoyed it. So I've just you know, trying to help the liquid go into every crevice. I'm not going to do the small or the outer edge ones because they've got nothing to hold the liquid in. So I've got some nice Halloween ones here, and that's what we're going to be doing in our next project with the Halloween inlays. On the other side, you'll see fish, starfish, seahorses and stuff like that. They're going to be for another project, but I thought I've mixed up quite a lot, so I thought I'd just as well make, you know, plenty for a few projects. I thought this was going to be quite a messy project, but actually it turns out once this stuff sets, it's so easy to get off of the moulds. Well, I found it easy anyway. And demolding, we will see in a minute how the demolding went. But yeah, it did make a mess at first. As you can see, there's bits here and bits there. It's all leaking over, but it wasn't too bad, to be honest with you. I tried to scrape off as much around the mould as I could, so because I didn't really want, you know, when it sets, I want it to set with just the imprint of the mould and not have all this mess and gunk around the outside. This one here looks quite flimsy. It's like a skeleton hand, so I don't know how that is all going to turn out. Well, actually I do, because I'm voicing over. But yeah, so here we are, cracking on, popping all the fluid into these moulds. I hope I don't bore you too much, but I thought I'd speed it up a bit and just keep it running so you can see what I'm doing and you'll get the general idea. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to making these into a project just to see how they turn out, especially the Halloween ones. So we're basically Halloween theme for the next couple of weeks, leading up to Halloween, and then we'll go on to something else like Christmas or something like that. But yeah, I am really looking forward to using these in my resin project. So yeah, here we go. It does go on for quite a while. It did take me quite a while to do this, I must admit. And yes, I did make a mess. But look at it. It comes away quite well. And I think what I did do was just wipe around a little bit with a baby wipe, just around the edges. You know, the ones that looked quite messy. And it did clean them up quite a bit. But there we go. That's as far as I'm going. I'm not doing the plant at the top. No. Anyway, this is the next day. And as you can see, oh, bright and cheerful. Look at that, look. Oh, look at the detail on that. Look at the seahorse. Isn't that cute? Lovely. This one here, it was just so easy to, look at it. Unmoulding, demolding, whatever you want to call it. Look at this, look. Wait for it. How nice is that? I really like this. I don't know what I'm going to use it for yet. Obviously, it's going to be an inlay. And whether or not I can reuse these again and again, I don't know. We'll see how they set in the resin and how easy they are to get out. But yeah, look at the detail. Those scales look lovely. If only we could paint each one a different, like, you know, different iridescent colours. That would look nice. So here we have the Halloween ones. These moulds, I don't know who they're actually made by. I don't know if they're copies of somebody, because I've seen other pink moulds like this and they've got a name on them, but I can't think who it's called. But they actually are pretty good moulds. I mean, look how easy it came out, and it didn't leave no residue behind. But these are the bigger ones. Wait until we get to the little ones and see how easy they are to demold. Yeah, so here we have another one, and oh, yes, he looks a bit funny, doesn't he? Not a great deal of detail on that, but we'll see. We'll see how well they look. Now, this one here I was quite worried about because there's some, look at how thin that brush is, that broomstick. We've got, excuse me, we've got little pumpkins there. And yeah, there's a little bit of detail on there, but it came out pretty well, as you can see. And yeah, Here we go, another one. This is a cauldron, I think. Is it a cauldron? Yes, it is. That came out all right. Not a great deal of detail on that one. This one here, was this a frog or... Yes, it was. A toad. I don't know what to make of that. I mean, yeah, it looks all right. I will use it. And we've got a little spell book here. Yeah, there we go. That came out quite good. Look at that, look. Quite a lot of detail on that one. It's all sticking to my hands. I mean, it's probably will cure a bit more because, you know, like I said, I left it to the next day. Did I leave it to the next? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And that's a little potion bottle by the looks of it. And this one here, I think, is a shoe or is it a witch? I can't remember. It's the witch's head. It's proving a little bit difficult to get out. I don't want to tear it. So just peel out gently and you should get it out quite... There you go, look. See? That's where it's stuck around the edges, but you can get that off with scissors or pull it off. But look at the detail on that. It's quite good. This shoe, I think I broke this one because of the heel. There you go. See, the heel was so thin and flimsy. There is another shoe on this one, so I was a little bit more careful when taking it out of the mould. There we go. This time, I think this piece came out because I was more careful. It came out in one piece. But as you can see, it is actually demoulding pretty well. And it was quite easy cleaning these moulds off as well. But look, easy does it. So... you know, you can do it if you're careful, especially, you know, these thinner pieces. It was definitely tricky. There we go, look at that. So it came out in one piece. Whether I'll use it or not, I don't know. Witch's hat, that came out quite well. Yep, here we go. There's the witch's hat. Now I left the broom in there. I think I forgot about it, to be honest with you. Here we have some skulls, and these are all exactly the same, and they came out really well. So, you know, and the mould was so easy to clean off as well. Look at that, look. There's quite a lot of detail on that as well. So I was quite pleased with that. And I don't think maybe we'll speed this up a little bit just to, you know, get the video shifting along a bit, because you don't want to see me struggling every 5 seconds, do you? No? Here we go. There's another one. Here we go. Speed it up a bit, Kim. And yep. Oh, what next? Oh, bats. Now these bats are lovely. It's a shame I didn't have more of these moulds because 2 is not really enough, but never mind. And they came out really well. So cute. Look at that. Look at that. Really, really nice detail there. This one's a little bit smaller and he came out really well as well. So yeah, there's just the 2 of those. There are some tiny bats in this one. Now, do they come out well or not? Do I try... Oh, ghost first. So one of the bigger ghosts first. And I'm not quite sure if this one's going to work. But, oh, hang on. I'm going to go for a bat. Yes. Here we go. Oh, and it came out perfectly fine. Tiniest little bat. But look at that. It came out. So we're going to go for the ghost now. And yes, here we go. Pull the ghost out. Look at that look. Oh, does it work? Yes, it does. That looks pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to using these in my Halloween project. I'm going to be making some Halloween coasters. So that's the next video. So if you want to follow along and watch how they turn out, don't forget to subscribe if you are enjoying the videos. And, you know, I'll see you in the next video after this. Here we go, another ghost. Yep, I don't think I had any problems with any of these, to be honest. Oh, hang on. She says. Is it going to go? Oh, yeah, there we go. Look. Isn't that cute? They're quite cute ghosts, aren't they? They look quite cute, I think. So, yeah, keep coming. Come on, out you come. Yeah, go on, out you come. There we go. Look at that, look. Today. Right, I think I will fast forward this a little bit so I don't bore you to death. Yeah, so they all came out really well. I don't think I had any problems with any of them, to be honest with you. Even the tiny little bats, and there was a little moon there, as you can see. So yeah, they did well. I did well with that lot. So now we've got these little angel wings. Well, they're not so little, to be honest with you. They're not, they're a nice size. Not sure what I'm going to use these for, whether I could use them in the Halloween project. Probably will. But they came out pretty well. I think I did have to trim it. Yeah, there you go. So got my little scissors out and just trimmed around there just to cut off that excess, and it came away pretty well, to be honest with you. Didn't have much of a problem getting that off because it's so thin, but obviously you've got to take it off because once you put it in your project you're going to have that there as well, so which is obvious. I mean, I'm new to all this, so and if you're watching this, whether you're new or you've already done this kind of project, let me know in the comments down below. And if you're going to have a go at doing this, also let me know in the comments down below. It'd be great to find out who's doing what and whether or not you have done exactly what I'm doing here. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Really nice. I really like that. And we got another one. So yeah, this mould set, all the Halloween stuff was all in one. So were the wings. The wings were included in it as well. So yeah, I don't know what's so Halloweeny about those wings, but apparently I think they were with the Halloween set. I can't remember. Look at those seashells, look. They've come out really well. I'm not sure what I'm going to be using these for yet. Actually, they'd be quite good in that, that you get the nice waves. Maybe I could incorporate those with that. Who knows? Got a nice seahorse there. Oops. These do harden up a little bit more. They're a little bit flimsy at the minute, but the longer time goes by, they seem to, I mean, they're still very rubbery, don't get me wrong, but they just felt more solid later on, like the longer I left them to cure, out of the moulds as well. The more rigid they became. Still very rubbery, don't get me wrong, but yeah. You could tell the difference a few hours after. Look at that seashell, the details. It's amazing, really, isn't it? I mean, we could probably actually, thinking about it, I could resin some of these inlays. I could put some of those, like the ones where I haven't got very many bats. I could probably make another mould with the bats, so I've got more than just those two. That might be an idea, another project for a future. These shells are so tiny. Look at how they came out as well. I mean, I was very dubious. I didn't know that this was going to work, but it was worked a treat, and I'll tell you now, I think everything came out of the moulds intact, apart from that shoe at the beginning. And then the broomstick actually does come out of the mould, but it's very, very flimsy because, as you can see, if you look to the right there is the broomstick in the mould still. It's very thin, isn't it? But these seashells are so cute. Yeah, little snail shell. So look at those. Look at how many I have made, and these may be reusable. Who knows? We'll see how they come out the resin, but look how cute that is. It's even got the little fin there on the side. Very 3D. I didn't use the plants, as you can see, because I thought they would just be a waste of time. I wasn't sure this was going to work, to be honest with you, but it seems to have. I don't know how I'm going to go about putting these inlays into my coasters as of yet. I have an idea in mind, but whether or not it's gonna work, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, look at that. Look, that's just the off bits of that plant there. It might have worked, to be honest with you. Whether I would have used it, I don't know. But look at all those little inlays. Aren't they cute? Oh, I'm so happy with how they turned out. I cannot wait to put these into a project. And my first project is going to be Halloween. So here we have the little skeleton hand, and that came out in one piece, which I was very surprised at. I'm just trimming off the excess here because obviously it leaked out over the mould a little bit. It does come away really, really well. So here we have all our lovely little inlays. Look at all that. Isn't it cute? They look absolutely fabulous. I am so pleased with those. Look at the detail. Amazing. They all came out so well. I mean, I don't know if it's the silicone I was using, the moulds, or whether the spray helped, but that silicone, look at it. It just has done such a fabulous job. I cannot wait to use these in a project. All those lovely Halloween things on the left and all the seashells and sea life on the right all look absolutely spot on. I am so pleased. If you want to get some of these moulds yourself, like I said, have a look in my Amazon storefront shop down below. And if you're in the UK, I mean, you might be able to find them in the US as well. You should be able to, but I don't know how to link all that, I'm afraid. But yeah, they're all in my Amazon storefront. And this is the silicone rubber that I've been using, Lamino, 1:1 ratio by volume or weight. So it's very easy to mix. There you go, you've got your instructions on the back. So, you know, that's basically when you're making a mould. But we made inlays today, okay? Inlays for our resin work. And I'm going to show you in the next video how I'm going to pop these inlays into my resin pieces, okay? We're going to make some coasters, some Halloween themed coasters. And then at a later date, we will do another video on the seashore ones. Oh, look, here I am trying to take out the brush, the broom. And yes, it's very flimsy. These moulds will be so easy to clean because it just peels away. But look at that, look. Even the broom came out in one piece. Can you believe it? There we go. So I hope you will join me in my next video where I will be using these inlays in my project for Halloween. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.